Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette from Growth Unlimited and I'm your host for this presentation today. We have been talking about decluttering your mind, and today we're going to talk about another aspect of doing just that. One of the things that clutters up our minds and stops us from moving forward to take control of our lives is negativity. It's very normal and very standard for people to have negative thoughts cross through their minds. But if you allow those negative thoughts to stay there, then you're not going to be able to move forward to take control. So we're going to talk about that today. How do you get rid of those negative thoughts? First of all, you need to be conscious of those thoughts when they happen. And so you can train yourself by using mindfulness techniques to move forward in being able to recognize that thought when it comes into your mind. And then when it does, if it's a negative thought, you'll train yourself to be able to say, hey, that's a negative thought. Not going to deal with that. Going to either change it to something that is a positive direction, or I'm going to put it out of my mind. It's not something I'm going to deal with today. The next thing you need to do is, turning the negative into the positive. How do you do that? For example, say you spilled a glass of milk. And the thought that came into your mind is, oh, I'm so stupid. I always do things like this. Well, how could you turn that into something positive? Perhaps you can salvage some of the milk and maybe do something else with it. Obviously, it's not going to be something you want to put back into a glass and drink, but perhaps you could make something with it. Or just on a very practical level, wipe it up, get rid of it, move it out of the way, and move on. Okay, and then don't punish yourself for negative thoughts. Give vent to negativity. If it's something that keeps coming back to you and you can't just put it out of your mind, go ahead and ponder it, think it through, figure out if there's something you can do to change it to a positive. Get over it and just resolve it one way or the other, or after you've pondered it and decided it can't be resolved, then just simply table it until you can find a solution for it. Okay, and when you have negative thoughts, recognize the full scale. A lot of times we take these thoughts and we blow them out of proportion, make them a lot bigger than they really are. So what could be a very small issue to begin with blows up into things that tie up time and effort and anxiety and nerves and everything else that you're dealing with. So make sure that you can cap that. Look at it realistically. Ask yourself, just what is the extent of this? What are the effects going to be? And don't catastrophize. Look at it dispassionately, as if it were somebody else that were having that thought. What would you tell them to do? Then the next step is to strategize and decide how to cope with it. You can organize your mind and organize your thoughts in the process of dealing with that negative thought by using your inner resources. What do you have within you that could resolve the situation for you? If that fails and you need more help with it, talk to somebody else. Ask them what they think. Get their ideas. Or look to various media sources. Be careful with media, because a lot of times the information you get from media is not accurate, and it is very definitely focused on the interests and well-being of the person who is presenting the media, or who is trying to always look at finding out what it is that they're going to get out of the process as well. And then you also can write those negative thoughts down. It helps you organize your thoughts that way, and it keeps them from mushrooming and getting too big. It keeps them realistic so that you can focus on the actual problem rather than the perceived notion of that problem. The next step is to continuously embrace positivity. Keep retraining your mind to move towards more positive things. Learn to put a positive glance on whatever thoughts that come into your mind. And then when you have a negative thought, ask yourself why. What are you benefiting from, or how are you benefiting from having that thought? Is it worth it to you to think that way? Or do you need to think a different direction? And then stay away from negative information overload, because that creates more negative thoughts. Here again, when you're dealing with the media, for example, one of the things that I have done, especially during the pandemic, is I listen to the news briefly in the morning while I'm getting ready to go to work, and then just briefly before I go to bed. I have found if I don't turn on the radio and listen all day long, if I don't constantly immerse myself in the minute-by-minute things that are going on, I can get the information I need to be able to function, but I don't overload myself, and that helps stop the negative thoughts. Okay, then remain mindful in your life. Be aware of what's going on around you, and initiate positive actions to help you move forward the way you need to go. Learn new things. Engage in regular physical activity. Do creative things that you enjoy doing. Practice deep breathing. And one of my favorites is meditating. When I focus inwardly on myself during meditation, I get in better touch with who I am and what I'm feeling, and I have greater awareness. That fosters positive thoughts. Okay, these are some ideas of how you can start changing some of these things and avoiding the negativity in your life. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, if you'd like to work more on decluttering your mind, check out the courses that we have available at the Growth University, and visit us at www.growthunlimited.org. I will put the links for these websites on in the description, and they're also going to have links that you can click on at the end of the video. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now. Growth Unlimited's mission is to help you have your life your way. We want to help you take control of your life so that you live the life you've dreamed of, that you deserve. We have a proprietary program that helps you do just that. Check us out by visiting our website and take our free assessment to see how we can help you.